Okay, good evening. Thanks for coming along here to our little webinar. So today I'm representing Micro Business Forum. I'm the Vice President of the Micro Business Forum, which is based in Port Macquarie. And I think we have a few people from Sydney. As well, I see Yenting. Yenting is from Spain. Okay, that's good. So what I want to say is, despite the COVID-19, MBF has been pretty active in supporting the small business owners, right? Helping them network with each other, providing platforms to help them network, and also to provide education like this one today. So I have started the recording, and if you lose any Zoom connections, you just have to be patient. Zoom will bring you back on because of low bandwidth or something. I'll be sharing my screens at certain times of the presentation. And if you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the chat, and Glenda will help me, go through them as well. Okay, I'll just share my screen very quickly. If I can find the button, okay. Right, so today's topic is how to use videos to find new customers and sell to them. So we have Stuart from Stuart Lyall Photography, myself, and I have a very special MBF member today, Lee from my Blue Tea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick off with some introductions, right? Yeah, I have been doing marketing, I don't know for how long, 25 years maybe. And we do marketing for the local businesses as well as for the international businesses. But more importantly, videos are part of what I call our visual communications offerings. And we use videos as the medium to help clients sell without selling. So Stuart, can I pass on to you to introduce yourself? You have to unmute yourself. Oops.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, I'm Stuart from Stuart Lyall Photography. Basically, I've come back into the video world. I was trained in film school back in my early 20s. So over the last couple of years, I've been venturing back into the video world. And just recognising having a small business my whole life almost. Recognising the need to have video in particular for your business. It really is a helpful tool to help market your business overall. Back to you, Veronica. Yep.
Oh, okay. Lee, are you there? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. In the video. Otherwise, it's just me. What would you like?
Introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, all right. It's Lee from My Blue Tea, and started this 3 years ago. In fact, when I came back, MBF was the first meeting that I went, and they asked, "What are you doing?" Oh, I sell this clitoria tea, where it got everybody
excited.
And yeah, so video is not new. When I started this, I have a friend who helped me with the Instagram, and we had short videos, and yeah, we started some time ago. Yeah, so it helps. Visual, color, fun. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you.
More later as we go along. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so these are the key topics we'll be sharing today. We'll talk about why videos are important, how to start a video project, and Stuart will also provide some tips on how to shoot the video and what kind of software available to create your videos, how to share your videos, and more importantly, how to sell your products using videos. Okay. So I'm going back to stop sharing my screen so we can just have a chat. So I'll unmute Stuart and Lee. Can you unmute yourselves?
Yeah.
Stuart?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Why videos? I think with a lot of research have indicated that videos are important, right? Like 54% of people say they prefer videos than any other type of content. And if you create a website with a landing page with an offer or whatever, and if you have a video there, it actually increases your conversion rate by 80%. If you send an email, and these are tests that we have done, and the subject line says, watch this video, your email open rate increases by 19%. And we also have a research done to customers, and they said, if I have an image and I have a video, what would instigate you to buy? It's usually the video, because the video shows you the product, how to use it, and so on. And Facebook indicates that 93% of their businesses, when they have new customers, it's because of videos. Okay, so the stats are great, and that's why we have this session today to talk about how videos can be used to attract new customers and sell. But like Lee says, right, videos are not new. They have existed for many years. The big change in videos is how it's so convenient now and being watched by all the social channels. So that's the big change. And if you do not have a video social strategy, then I think you'll be really falling behind. So you have to really look at that. So one of the questions I want to put to Stuart is, more and more local businesses are coming to you for videography. So why do you think they are doing that?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, Veronica, the stats of video, they just can't be ignored. Video just outperforms text and image posts, 4 to 5 times. If you can imagine just scrolling through your Facebook feed or Instagram feed, unless the picture is just something that's that's completely blows you away, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop people anymore. They'll just keep scrolling through. But as soon as they see something physically moving on the screen, they'll stop and have a look. Small businesses in particular are just they're recognizing the advantages of video overall. They're not only showing, it doesn't only show their expertise, by them being on video themselves, but it also puts a face in front of the viewers, and people get to know the person before they buy from them. So they're more likely to buy from you rather than some customer that, some competitor that they've never seen before. So if they just keep seeing your face pop up over and over again, and they're looking for a certain item, say for example some blue tea, then they're going to go for you instead of the competitor. So I think small businesses in particular are just realising it. It's also cost as well. It's so so cheap these days to produce them. It can be done. You can do it yourself quite easily, just with your mobile phone. So it's an easy thing to do once you get the hang of it.
So Lee, why is videos important for my blue tea?
Okay, today watching the Facebook, there was this tagline that's really good. In business, you cannot be forgettable. It hits you. So video helps, and that's why, like Instagram, it's very good photo or video. So terrible photo I won't put there. Video is current. That's current. Keep you up with trends, and you target different segment of audience, 20s, 30s, or even elderly. Like yesterday, this elderly lady, she's 81. She's on Facebook. I was thinking, huh, you're on Facebook? Yeah. And now the younger generation, what do? They're on TikTok. You have to know what TikTok is. So yeah, but you don't have to dance.
Yeah, I saw a lot of your videos on TikTok. Okay, I want to show you very quickly what are the different kinds of videos. And for me, I can think of 13 different types. I'll kind of quickly read them out. Demo videos, you know, if you want to do a demo of, let's say, a vacuum cleaner or whatever. Brand videos, that's obvious. Event videos, if you are at a particular event, and then you want to show what's going on at the event. So event videos, interviews, educational videos. So how to do this or how to do that. Explainer videos, you know, you have little cartoons kind of explaining a particular use or product or service. Animated videos, case study, testimonial videos, live videos. Facebook has Facebook Live. Even with Zoom, I can do a Zoom live session on Facebook and on YouTube as well. And then virtual reality, good for you know, tourism, for example. Augmented reality would mean like, you know, if you go to a furniture shop and you want to see how this particular sofa looks like in your living room, you take a photo of your living room and then you kind of imagine how the photo will be there. Personalized messaging, sometimes I use this quite a bit. I actually video a message and instead of typing out the email, and I attach it to the emails and send it out to the customer. And then the latest is interactive emails, which is pretty new. It means that you put the video onto your website and you say, okay, you know, do you like dogs or cats? So if you click on dogs, then it will bring you to dog videos or a set of dog information, you know. So that's how interactive videos work. Okay. So so Lee, what kind of videos do you normally use? I mean, I've cited 13, but you may have different ones.
Actually, it's within the 13 because it's demo, it's educational, it's fun. It's you're teaching people how or what to, how to use your product, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So Stuart, like you said, video production is getting cheaper and cheaper, right? It's not like in the past where everything has to be a cinematic $50,000 production. So what would you advise your clients? What kind of videos, you know, they should be looking at and why?
I'd probably start with, I suppose, with the type of videos. You'd be looking at the videos about your business, but demonstrating on what the customer wants, rather than all about you and how good your business actually is. Just if you try to just point out what their pain point is, what their problem is, and how you can solve their problem, then those videos tend to work better than just some video about, you know, saying, you know, we're the best of this and the best of that, and check out our great product. If you do a video based more on solving someone's problem, they're going to have more interest in it. You know, it's about them. It's never about your business or about you. It's just about solving their problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably start with one of those videos.
Yeah, I do not mind videos that are shot on the phone, right? As long as I feel they're authentic. Some people use a lot of stock videos or stock images as videos, and it may not reflect the brand. So it is unauthentic. People may not relate to it, right? So that's why I think, Lee, you use a lot of your own photos and videos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I want to show a little video which Stuart did recently for Hollow Log. This one. How do I expand it? Nope.
Is there music to that one or not?
Yeah, so there's music to this video, and what I like about this video is it introduces the brand, it introduces the person behind it, and why, you know, he came into this business, and so on. So Stuart, can you walk through with us how project started, and you know, what was the whole intent and all that stuff?
Yeah, basically, we started with Martin wanting just to be able to sell his products, basically. You know, they're beautiful pieces. And he was looking more for a sale type of video. But what we worked out was going to work better to describe where these pieces first came from. You know, made a mini documentary in a way on how they were made. You know, why he makes them, and yeah, basically went from there. So yeah, looking at also who is going to buy the pieces as well. So marketing towards those type of people as well. So yeah, that's where it all stemmed from, basically, and that's how I ended up with that final product overall.
Okay, so we'll talk about the processes a little later. There's one other video that I want to show you guys. Let me share my screen. I'm not sharing it now, right? Okay, let me share my screen again. And this is a little video which we, oops. This particular video was a huge challenge for us because we had to cramp a lot of things in 15 seconds. And we need the brand to be there. We need to tell people what the hell is clitorotinatia and what they can do with it, you know. So Lee, you want to talk about, you know, how your whole experience about this video that you created?
Yes. Oh, okay. When Veronica approached me, local business needs to help local business, and the advertising company, I mean, a lot of them are not getting any whatever. So I said, okay, we'll do it. We just cough up some budget. So that was it. And but I said, you help me to think about it, because this was like a 10 days thing. And this is out of the blue. So I think some of you were in the meeting last week. I say, what am I good at? I'm good in delegating back to Veronica. But we work well, all right? So that was it. And I get things done. I get real people, like real customers, their products, and I get our local people here, like Blue Cow, and for flavor's sake, they are the ones who use the product and sell here. So they will be in the TV as well, and their products be shown. So yeah, helping each other. And Stuart there, of course. I've seen Stuart in micro, but haven't really worked until now, which is good. Thanks. So yeah, and we got family and friends, and Max as actor and actresses. Yeah.
Max is my little dog. Okay, I want to share my screen again to show you the different steps we took to create a video, right? First, of course, when you say, I want to create a video, kind of, Lee, can I put you on mute first? I think.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Can I just say something, Veronica, a couple of bits of feedback. There's no sound coming through on the videos to us.
Oh.
No words, no music, sound. And Stuart, there's a request if you could speak up, please, because you're quite soft and some people can't hearing you clearly.
Sure, no problem. Yep.
Okay. So here are my 10 steps to create a video. So whether you are doing, a shoot from your phone or whatever, just think through, right? You plan your video. When I say plan your video is, you have to think who you're targeting this video to, who are your audience, what kind of style do you want? If you are, a wedding, you want slow romantic style. If you are selling race cars, then it has to be thumping fast, the kind of thing. And then what is the message you want to deliver in that video? If you have an offer, what is that offer? And what is the call to action? And then after that, you have to script your video. And this is the challenge. And this is where I work with Stuart very closely on storyboarding the whole, story, whether it's 15 seconds or 1 minute or 3-minute videos, right? And that storyboarding is really important. Understand and use your cameras. Whether you use professional cameras or phone or even a drone. Stuart, do you have anything to add about cameras?
Well, just in general, the best camera you've got is going to be your phone, basically. There's no need to go buy anything expensive. Overall, these days, phones do amazing work, especially anything over newer than 3 years old. As you're probably aware, you just pick it up, you press video, and it's amazing the things they do. I suppose, did you want to run through a few tips on using your phone or anything at this stage, Veronica, or do you want me to do that a little bit later on?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, okay. So the best thing to do, has anyone used their phone, I suppose, as a video for work? Is there anyone out there that's done that? Just put your hand up if you like.
I've used my iPad to video for the costume hire and something else.
Yep. Okay, no worries, Vicky. Yeah, so as you're aware, probably the main problem people have is the stability. You're holding on to it and trying to keep it still, but everything that moves shakes around. So the important thing is find somewhere stable to put it on. Nowadays, there's a lot of cheap tools you can get. I've got a light attached to it at the moment, but they call them, I don't know if you can see that, Gorilla Pods. So they've got little flexy things on them, and you can attach your phone to them and just basically sit them, on top of anything, just to keep it stable. So that makes a huge difference in the quality overall. The next thing is obviously your composition. So have everything in shot. So I'm not sure if anyone's aware, they probably are, but the rule of thirds. So if you look at your phone, you'll have what is it? Sorry, 6 lines on there, 2 across, 2 down, and you kind of match up where you want the subject. So if you notice those lines, then you can put the subject's eyes across the top of those, sort of across that area there, rather than kind of down in the middle, which most people tend to do. So there's a lot of head space all around, whereas your eyes are sort of trained to look into that third proportion. So even with horizons, you'll notice that shot behind me, even the, you know, that's one line across there, and then down lower there's another line, and then it's sort of divided into that rule of thirds. So a lot of the times you try to work out why a photo looks good, and it's generally because of the rule of thirds. So if you're using video, same idea, just keep things on those lines or as close as you can, and generally you'll get a good shot that way. The other thing's obviously focus. If you're shooting video on your phone, you'll probably notice it. You know, the focus comes in and out. The best way to solve that problem is when it's on record, just hold down the button. Hold down the screen, and you'll see a little square come up, and it'll say AF lock and AE lock. So that's autofocus lock and auto exposure lock. So then whenever you move that camera, the phone around, it'll keep that in focus of where you've actually locked it. And obviously to unlock it, you just hold it down again and it'll unlock. So, and that saves you, you know, once the camera's stable and you're staying in the same position, everything just stays in screen and, you know, in focus, and also in the exposures locked in as well. So that's, yeah, that's a couple of quick tips. So, you know, it's amazing how many, I noticed with real estate ones, they'll have the phone and just moving them around like this, and you're trying to see what the house looks like. And it's just this quick, you know, thing of the floor and that. But if they just slow down a bit and just, you know, move slowly and hold it as still as possible, it makes a huge difference with the end result. So yeah, that's a couple of quick tips anyway on just getting a better result overall. The phones are fantastic and they'll do a great job, and the stabilization works okay. But if possible, if you can have it, you know, locked in a single position, it definitely works a lot better. So yeah, so that's the tips there.
I'll continue with the others, and Lee, if you have any comments, please just go ahead and jump in. Okay. The other one is to set up your studio. You have something to add, Lee?
No.
Okay.
No, but yeah, the thing is, you don't have to do all the video yourself. You can get friends or your clients to submit the video.
Yeah, that's a good point. And then you have to edit the whole footage, right?
Oh,
organize the footage,
yeah.
which we'll
And then you
talk
have
about.
to edit the whole footage, right? Organize the footage, which we'll talk about. Yeah.
Okay, setting up studio and location. For people who have products, you know, like their chili sauce or something like that, some people buy what they call a little box, and then they can put it inside and they can shoot the products there. I notice, Stuart, what you do is every time when I tell you, you know, there is where we have to shoot at some location, you actually go to that location and recce it first. Can you kind of explain why you do that?
Yes, that's just to get some idea, obviously, of not only what I'm shooting, but also the lighting in general. I don't normally use a light for Zoom calls or anything, but I set this one up tonight just to show some example. That's on, and that's off. So there's a huge difference in, you know, my face now just by having a light shining on it. This one does adjust a bit, but you know, that's if you go too bright, then everything's blown out. If you just bring it back in, it's just you don't want to make it look too obvious that there's a light there. You just want it to be natural. So so a lot of the reasons why I want to check out locations is to see where the light's coming from, and not to have anything too powerful coming in. Lighting is probably, you know, the most important thing overall with any video or photography. So yeah, it's, you know, if the place is too dark, then I'll need to bring in external lights and work it out from there. So yeah, that's why I like to check things out. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why for my blue team, when we said we had to start shooting between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning, and people were turning up at 7. I was like, okay. All right, prepare your talent. I always encourage people to showcase human beings in their videos as much as possible. So if you have people that you want to organize, in the case of my blue tea, I think you invited the local owner of Blue Cow Gelato, which was really good.
Yeah.
And then we had some friends and all that stuff, doing tasting and so on. So, and you talked about, getting your customers to actually shoot the video and give it to you. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, okay. There are a few, oh, the video, sorry, my video is off. There are few ways of looking at it. One, we work with chefs. You can pay her to make cooking videos for you using your product, or you can give it as gifts to those who wants and likes to be on video. And yeah, and yeah, generally people like free gifts, so they take it and they shoot good videos. Some not so good, but you do the it's up to you to filter through which one you want. Yeah, which one you want, and yeah, you go ahead. I got Ivy is here. Ivy did some nice videos, tea pouring, her blue tea, and some very nice photos that she took in Balina. Yeah, she was tagged.
While you're talking, I'm having my blue tea.
Yeah, so yeah, you get friends to help to. Well, this is to this product. Other products, you got to think of ways how to do it. Yeah.
And I know some business owners are a bit embarrassed about being in front of a camera.
That's me.
and me as well. That's why I sit behind the camera.
Me too. So what do you do in that case? I have clients who say they don't want to be on camera, so we have to actually get actors or somebody else who can talk about the products and so on. So as long as the brand message, I guess, is there, so I think that's important, right?
Yeah, that's it, because you have show and tell kind of thing. What the video that I really don't like is a lot of talking, very boring, You know what I mean? Like podcasts like that, I cannot take that.
So okay, so when you are shooting the video, Stuart, how the way I work with you so far, right? I kind of say these are the 10 or 20 clips or videos that I would like to shoot. And then we have plenty of B-roll. And then we can use that to edit and mask all the, videos and kind of put them together to organize that footage, right? Earlier on, you talk about, the, what's that called, real estate agents, and they shoot the videos and it goes jumpy, right? So those are what we call, part of the editing is to mask that jump cuts, right? Which is a technical term for videography. So we would like to shoot lots of different clips, and then after that we'll see how we want to organize the footage. Is that how you normally work?
Yes, that's right. And plus, you can use that extra footage to make other videos for, for Facebook or anything as well. So if you've got that extra stuff on the side, you can, if you spend 2 hours filming, there's extra footage there to use for additional things. As I mentioned to you with the My Blue Tea, there was, we had to fit everything in 15 seconds. So it was quite difficult to get that in, but we had a lot of footage left over. So I've got a full demo video of, of how to make a smoothie with the, with the blue tea. So things like that. There's a lot of extra stuff you can use to, in that shoot. So so don't think of it just as one video. There's additional ones you can do.
So for myself, for example, I go flying, right? And I do a lot of videos for the flying club. So what I do is you know, I shoot videos and take photos of planes wherever I go. And if you are using an Apple iPhone, the Apple iPhone is very good at creating what we call memories. And sometimes I put these memories together and I can select or deselect photos and videos and make it into a collection. So like, for example, I did a recent video on, you know, all the flying that I did in 1 year. And that's the memories collected from the Apple iPhone, and you can have a whole footage onto it and put in your music and all that stuff. So it's quite amazing what a little phone can do. So for people on who are using their phone and they don't have time to kind of organize their footage and all that stuff, then there are lots of software that they can use to say, okay, I'm going to take snippets of this and then put in maybe other kind of videos, stock videos and all that stuff, and put them into a story, right? So you really have to think about how you want to storyboard your video.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to editing your video, do you use any special software to do that?
I do use Premiere Pro because I am doing it professionally. So, and it's relatively cheap too for a subscription. So if anyone is looking into something that to help them, and it is one of the easier ones to use, it looks confusing when you first open it, but just simply dragging something from your file, just drop it straight in, and it just goes straight in. So and you can stack them on top of each other and then just cut them down. So just iMovie in general is probably one of the better ones. You know, it's one you probably would have had to pay for years ago, but it does quite amazing things as well. Just adding music and voiceover and stuff. Very simple to use. I think the free ones online are probably Promo. What else was there? OpenShot is another one. I don't know if anyone's used that one. And what else was there? Is there anyone else out there that uses any editing software online?
I use a lot of iMovie, Promo, RPL. Lee, what do you use?
On the mobile, you can download a lot of apps. Viva Video, there's Pizza Loop, TikTok, you know.
Yeah.
And there is this one that I use a lot for my Instagram story, Unfold. It's not it's not a video per se, but they are improving with other things, but it's really easy and nice.
Okay. And where do you get your music from?
It's all available on Instagram
For free.
or on Facebook.
Yeah. For those who are not sure, Facebook has a whole selection of free music, which you can use. But Stuart, where do you get your music from?
Normally from Audio Jungle. It's a monthly subscription, and you just type in what type of music you want. You know, do you want energetic or motivating, or it comes up. It's all royalty free, and the thing I do like about it, it's quite cheap. It's, I forgot now, $9.90 a month or something. But all those people producing that music, they get paid as it gets used. So that's you're putting something back in there rather than rather than people doing something for nothing and getting nothing out of things. So yeah, I normally just use that because I know it's all royalty free overall. So, yeah. So that's Audio Jungle.
Okay. I just want to quickly go through share my screen on Facebook. You know, when you do voiceover, right? So people will talk. What are your recommendations, Stuart, when doing voiceover?
The cheapest, and probably it's very clear anyway. So just through a just if you plug your headphones from your phone into your phone, and just go to on the iPhone, it's just record. So I forgot the name of it now. I do. I'll just look it up. 1 second. I think
I
just
actually
voice
use
memos.
voice recorder or voice memos.
Voice recorder. Yeah, voice memos. So, and that generally works well as long as you've got a quiet room. That works well. I have to apologise for my sound. I had technical issues getting my mic working through the Mac. So I'm just using the Mac speaker. So that's not Mac mic. So it's not that fantastic. So I do apologise for that. But yeah, just generally, just through that, through your voice memos and just through your headphones. The other way is to buy a fair, for around $100, you get a very good microphone, and it blocks out a lot of the background noise. So that works well. So that'd look like, I don't know if anyone can see that, but that type of mic, yeah, $100 from JB Hi-Fi, and they're studio quality mics, so they work well. And then you should be able to just plug it into your computer or your phone. Yeah, and they should work well. So yeah, as long as you've got clear sound and no noise in the background, that's the best way. And once you've recorded that, then you can put it onto your onto your video. Just drag and drop the audio file on.
Okay, I want to share my screen again to show people what are the popular software that they can use to make videos, right? Cheap, good, free. So very quickly, you can see this is Canva, and Canva has a video thing. So what I did, for example, right, I had done this video for MBF, I think yesterday or something like that. And this is a video that is, right? So if you look at Canva, they have a video collection in here, and you can drop any video just there, and that's it. That's all. And then after that, you kind of publish it. You can download as a video format. And then if you want the videos to be longer, then you just create more pages to it. That's it, right? And the video just loops. It's as simple as that. These are what we call stock videos. You can, of course, load your own videos into it, and then drag and drop whatever videos you want. It's simple as that. Okay. The other software that I often use is Promo. What I like about Promo is you can actually decide how you want your video to be, right? Whether it's wide for a presentation like this, or square for Instagram, or vertical for stories. Okay. So it's all automatic, and you can actually download, based on all three versions. And again, you can decide on the music. There's a whole huge music library. I think on Canva there is music as well, right? So the music library is free. So where's my promo? Yeah. So you can just, so you can choose, and like what Stuart was saying, you can choose whether you want fast, slow, exciting, whatever, right? And for videos, what I find is the selection of music can be quite important, because for the faster music, you tend to get the person to act more, so they buy more. So if you want a person to purchase, then get a faster paced music. Okay, the next thing that I would like to go through is to say, how do you promote your videos? Lee, what do you do to promote your videos?
You need a video on? All right.
It's up to you.
Okay. Never mind, leave it off. Social media.
Mm-hmm.
I share it through all links, the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and tag all of them with the what do you call that? Link them all together with the products. Share to various groups, your target market. Get the buyers to the blog and to the website shop. And with the blog, you want them to subscribe for recipes. So when we announced, I think last week, this video, say on average, we get about 5 to 6 subscribers. Some buy, some may not buy. It's okay, because subscribers, as long as they are there, you keep pushing your future interesting recipes or meals, they will be converted to customers. So increasing the subscribers is, there are two things. One, you sell, or two, you increase your subscribers for the future. Offers, because it's for TV, I think it's good to have some offers. People, and when you have offers, you know who are your regulars who will buy, so they come back. Know your clients, where to share. And the videos, we will also use it at trade shows. We will be in this large trade show in Sydney in November, so it's been sent there. When you have video of such and you tell them that you're on TV, they think you are someone. So yeah, it's important, because in every application they want your Facebook, your Instagram, your website. These are the 3 things that they qualify.
Now, Lee mentioned about tagging. I want to show you what tagging means and why that is so important when you want to actually automatically get the customer to look at the video and buy the product straight away. So I'll share my screen again. Now, this is the video channel of my Blue Tea, right? So I'll click on this particular video and I'll make it softer. And you see on the right-hand side, here it says tag products. Yeah, and you see kaffir lime leaves. What happened is the customer will look at the video and the product is tagged with the product itself. And you click on it, it goes to the shop directly and says check out on website. It will tell you how much is it and it check out website. Now this feature is available on Facebook and on Instagram. So that's how you get the customer to buy the product straight away while watching the video. Okay, now I'll show you how you tag the product on the website as well. Let me stop that. Okay. Lee, you want to put yourself on mute so it won't echo?
Yeah.
Okay, this video here, I'll just show it to you. I'll play this video. And the way I've positioned the video is you can also buy directly from this video on the website, right? So if you look at it, it will play. And then halfway the video, you look, this little, what I call a card will pop up. Now you can add this card to your video on the website. You can also add this card on your YouTube videos. So what the customers have to do is just click on it and it goes straight into the place to buy the product. That's it. It's as simple as that. But of course, you know, some kind of integration needs to happen at the back end. And then, you know, you have your description there as well. But, and you can actually add a card you can add 2 or 3 cards, you know, it's up to you. So that's how it happens. Okay, the card will just pop up. So if this particular video you're showing 4 products, then you can add 4 cards. And you can actually choose when the card can appear. Let's say in the 10 seconds, in the 20 seconds, you know, whatever. So this is how you sell. And you have to make buying as easy as possible for the customer. And like Lee said, make buying from the website, from the blog, from Facebook, from Instagram, or YouTube.
friends.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how tagging works. And the other tagging that Lee does very often is she tag her friends, or she tag her I guess, you know, the best customers to that video.
People in the industry say on Instagram, that's the smoothie. So who goes for that? All the vegans. So you tag the vegans, you tag the plant-based, you tag bloggers, because bloggers will tag you and they want to collaborate. So that's how you get more videos. You collaborate with bloggers. Yeah.
So tagging is important.
Tagging is
on
important.
videos.
Yeah, know who to tag. All the technical part at the back end, you do. Okay.
When you say you means Veronica.
Veronica, you too. I will be out there running the field and do other things. So one person cannot do everything. Somebody has to earn the money. You have to earn the money. Go ahead. I will do my part to go and sell my product and grow our farm. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the TV channel that we have created on my Blue Tea, and you know, all the promotional videos, the recipe videos are all there. And each time you play the video, there is a card to say, okay, buy this product now, and it just goes to the shop straight away. Okay, and it works the same way for Facebook and Instagram.
Veronica, just on the card, Liz is asking, is the card a pay for service?
No, it's a feature already available on all the platforms. So it's not, you don't have to pay for it. I'll just show you very quickly how it's done. What I've done is I set up the shop for Blue Tea, for example, here, right? So you can see all her products here. And this shop is connected to her website. So when we tag the products, you're actually tagging the products from here, right? And that's how the card appears, and it says check out on website, and it goes to the web page to buy that particular product. So it's the feature that's already there on Facebook. The other thing that you can tag is tag your products to Google, right? Same thing. So for example, I did this for another MBF member, Port Macquarie Hastings Heritage. You see all the products that he has here, right? So these are the products that he can tag, and people could just click on it and go and order the walking tour or whatever. It's as simple as that. And these are features that are already free for you. You don't have to do or buy them. Okay, I guess that's as much as we could share, because otherwise it gets really complicated. Here is a screenshot of my Blue Tea, and you can see the red circles that I have there. What I did was I put the shopping cart onto my Blue Tea's Instagram as well. So when she tags the product, it works the same way as what I showed you on Facebook. And people look at the video or the image of the product, and it says view shop in the other circle, it will go to her webpage, and they can just check out from there. Any questions? I think we can take questions now. Any questions? I can't hear any of you guys.
Hi, Veronica. It's Barbara. I've got a question.
Yes.
When you're doing the Canva and you want a video, do you have to be a paying member of Canva to get?
Yes, the one I showed you earlier is a paid version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't played with the free version, so I'm not sure how much the free version can do. But the one I showed you was a paid version, and you can do lots and lots of things with a paid version.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it.
Yeah, just out of interest, do you know what it costs per month, roughly? Canva?
Per year, I
Oh,
pay
per
per year. I think it's about 100 something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not
Doable.
expensive.
Stuart, there was a question for you earlier. If somebody already has video footage, do you offer editing services?
I do. I've done it in the past for a few clients, and it can get quite complicated. There could be a lot of footage of feet and the sky and things, which kind of so basically, if it's already has a slight edit done to it, like when you're recording, don't just record an hour's worth of footage. Press record, pause, and have a little plan of what you're actually recording. It makes things a lot easier with the editing side of things. Otherwise, it could take hours to go through the footage and then then redo. But I do offer that service. It's just I'd like the footage to be limited to the length of each shot, really. Otherwise, it just takes far too long. If anyone's interested in that, just contact me and I can discuss.
I think editing a video takes a lot longer time than because, for example, when I work with you,
shot it yourself,
and when I work with you, I say this is the storyboard and these are the 10 clips I want, right? So you know exactly how those 10 clips will fit into the storyboard. But if a person just don't know and they just go and shoot all over the place and expect you to come back with a nice story without them telling you what's the story and what clips they want in the story, I think it's going to be really, really hard.
Yeah,
See,
that's
doing
right.
I'm doing time-lapse footage from my GoPro at the moment. And so I've got all the footage, but I don't really have time to edit it all together. Like, it'll be specific of the artwork. So it'll be footage that all needs to be put in, and I'm stopping and starting when taking out what I don't need. So it's all footage that I'd want to use in the video. I just don't really have time to put it together, or the resources for the music and that sort of thing.
And that's right, and that's always a lot of people will do that, and then come around to editing and then realizing it's to learn how to edit. It's a lengthy period, but with like a time lapse and that sort of stuff, the story, there still has to be a little story there with, it has to be put together in the right way, but it's not as precise as a start, finish, and end type of thing. So it can be done anyway. So, sorry, I missed who that was. I've lost it on the screen there.
Yeah.
Over there.
Hey.
Right, gotcha. yeah.
Okay, there is another question here. Is there a time limit you recommend for videos? Now, when Stuart and I work together, we always have videos which are 20 seconds, 1 minute, and 3 minutes. That's quite usually the standard around there. 20 seconds is because for social media, for quick things, like the TV ads, it has to be 15 seconds or 30 seconds. But for Facebook cover, you would need 20 seconds to 2 minutes. Now, if you are doing the explainer videos up to 3 minutes are the best. Because if you manage to get the attention of that guy for at least that 1 minute over, you've won him. Okay, so it really depends on what you want the video to do. right?
One thing with that, sorry, Veronica, one thing with that is if you can have, say, a 5-step, if you're going for 3 minutes, you have a 5-step video. So if you can get their attention for the first and second step, they'll watch the third and fourth by the end. So if as long as you can, you do the main step first and then, the worst one last maybe, but if you can get them involved in, 3 to 5 steps, they're more likely to watch that, the whole length of the video.
Yeah. The most important thing is the first 3 seconds. And that's how Facebook measures the success of each video. If in the first 3 seconds, you cannot get the attention of the person, then your video kind of failed, right? There's a question on music copyright. If you use the music from Facebook, from Instagram, from Promo, or from Canva, then those are already free to use. Unless you want to subscribe to, Stuart, you mentioned Music Jungle?
Audio Jungle.
Audio Jungle. Okay. Yeah. And that will be copyright, right? You don't have to pay any other things.
That's right. But you are restricted. Once you get a watermark one, so it has like a quiet Audio Jungle underneath the music. So you can work out which one you want to use, and then you can copyright that one once you choose it, and you just put in what you're using it for, and you can only use that one for one of your promos. So it's restricted, but it does have full copyright. So things like even TV commercials and things. So yeah.
Any other questions? Yes, Barb.
When recording, I'm just trying to look up something so I wouldn't ask a question that was a silly one, but when recording on the iPhone and you want to pause, not actually stop, you're meaning pause, or stop, start?
Yep, stop, start. There's not really a pause.
No.
Just press the red button and then press it
again.
again.
And then start again.
Yep.
Okay, that sounds
and start
great.
again. Yep. And you're best off having 2 or 3 seconds before and after. So
you can,
rather than jumping straight in. So
Yep.
then you've got that couple of seconds before to edit things down. So it's a little bit extra, but you don't want to have 10 minutes of setting it up on a tripod and people walking around and things. So yeah.
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Any other questions?
No, but I just want to add on the video, we were very lucky in the sense that because ours was on the slot of MasterChef. And we are lucky in the sense that Paul won the immunity challenge with pandan. And pandan is one of our ingredients. So our pandan went berserk. Because I tagged
because of
opportunity, you got to be very alert. Thanks to Veronica as well, because one person cannot think all the time. So I copied the video, the recipe, put it there, put our product, and share it all over the world. All the Malaysians.
And you tag MasterChef and you tag Paul.
Oh yes, on the Instagram. Yeah. So I say instead of using artificial color, use this as substitute. So we gave them 2. So yeah. So I have only about 20 left.
That's right, Lee. And you've done the right thing there, Lee, by continuing, not just throwing a video out there and just waiting for the money to just roll in. You've got to be active in what you're doing.
You've got to work on it.
Just one video isn't going to.
No.
You've got to keep it going.
Yeah, because the other thing I do is I throw contests. I give away. So I say, this week we give you this, who wants to submit their video, or I try to attract the chefs or people who are passionate with cooking. Say, I give you $100 worth of product. Can you give me the recipe and that and this? Yeah. So far, not bad. I don't have to do all the work.
Any other questions? Now?
No, this isn't a question, but I'll throw this 2 cents worth in because I've got to go shortly, and I've had a lot of use out of my iPad today, and I've got it plugged in, but I'm running out of power. A couple of things from my side of being on videos, just that when you do dual video, you've got to be succinct. We know that, but you've got to be careful who you choose to help, because not everybody's comfortable in front of a camera, and if
Yes.
just you're advertising something and it's you ask a friend to help you with it, they may not be very comfortable in front of the camera, and that will so come across. You can just see where people have been very uncomfortable in front of a camera, and they get this look and they freeze, and it just comes through the lens, and you want to make sure that whoever you ask to help is relaxed and happy, and it's not stiff, it's not mechanical, and they're not like a robot. So they've got to be comfortable and happy. So that's one point I would make. The other thing, if you're doing your own little video as well, even though we're in winter, do not get out there in really winter clothes. If you are doing a video that's going to last quite some time, make sure what you're wearing is trans-seasonal. Not too hot and not too cold, because if you're in a singlet top and people are watching in winter, it will appear strange to them, or vice versa. If you've got a big coat on and they're watching it in summer. So make sure whatever you wear is trans-seasonal. So something with a little sleeve, but not, say, a big jacket or whatever it is. And if you watch anything on TV and the normal commercials, that's what they'll do. So you've just got to be careful you do that. And the other thing you've got to be careful of is patterns and colours. So you can't have mad mixes of shirts and colours, unless you're someone like Dr. Carl, who wears just mad shirts anyway, or it's part of the video that you're making, and you've got garments that are very interesting. Otherwise, with blue tea, because the star of the show is the blue tea, then you don't want anyone in the background with this mad, bright coloured pattern top on, because people's eye will distract straight to that instead of focusing on the product. So that was just my little bit in there.
So when I do a video, I will tell the client what to wear, whether they have uniforms or whether the colors would have to match their brand. If we are shooting the face or the hands, I will tell them to cut their nails, file their nails, stuff like that. So little things show.
And shiny hair and good. If you're going to choose someone, sounds a bit awful, but try and choose someone who has good teeth, because that's what sells. That's what the human eye. The human eye picks up bad teeth, and it picks up dirty hair as well. And I've actually had people go for a casting for an ad, and they went with dirty hair and they lost it. So, and I'm sorry to say, really, really, really bleached blonde people, do not do that. Natural blonde like Barb, yeah, good. But yeah, just be careful of anyone you choose to do it, because, if we go to a lot of trouble to do these things and we're selling our product, we need to put our best foot forward in all aspects. And Stuart would know that as well now that he's doing a lot of videoing.
Yeah, very good. Thank
right.
you so much.
And you're right, you do notice those people who are stiff, and 90% of people are as soon as they're in front of a camera. The best way around it is to if not have them not look straight at the camera, just on the side, and have someone standing there and as if they're talking to that person, instead of noticing.
Never look straight at a camera and doing dialogue.
No. Yeah. That's right. It's because people walk into people's shops or or their office, and they're not worried about talking at all. But as soon as the camera is lifted there in front of their face, people just freeze up. It's it's only natural. So they have to feel comfortable to do it. And I always try my best to try to get stuff before we're set up, or once it finishes, and try to get a couple of shots so they're a bit more natural, or just tell people the camera's off. That's that's always a trick there. So and then as soon as you say the camera's on, that's when they freeze up. So
Okay, I've got a last slide that I would like to share. Stuart has provided a videography offer for $495. Stuart, do you want to quickly just talk about it?
Sorry. 1 second. I just have to go through my paperwork.
Just as well you didn't dye your hair really blonde today.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like I have. I don't have my. It's the one sheet I'm missing, of course. Just bear with. Is there anything else, Veronica? And I'll see if I can find this. I had it here.
No, but what I normally do is I work with Stuart to storyboard the whole story and the call to action. And after you have the video, this is where I think most videographers do not tell you what to do with the video next. And I can teach you all the little tricks on how to tag the video, how to promote it on your Facebook, Google, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, where there's a call to action that immediately, get the customers to buy and stuff like that. So those little tips will really, really help, because the video itself, if you don't do anything about it, will not sell, right?
That's right. And you're not out there just to do a video because people tell you to do video. Make sure you put a lot of planning and into it, so it's not just something that's thrown together, because it can make you look worse, and you've got to do some better ones after that. The first one's never going to be perfect, but if you just plan a little bit and work out what you're doing with it, particularly where it's going. Is it going onto Facebook? Is it going onto Twitter? Is it going onto your web page? Different aspect ratios. So Instagram, better off square or portrait mode. Facebook's or LinkedIn, better off in landscape mode. So it's good to know where you're going. The classic example, which you notice when you're watching the news and someone will have footage from their phone, it'll be in like a portrait mode with the blurred out things on the side, which everyone shoots that way because they're so used to holding the phone that way. So if it's shot in landscape, it fills the whole screen. So that works out a lot better to do it that way. And that's thinking about where you're actually promoting it before you shoot. That's part of the planning overall. So yeah.
Do you want to talk about your offer? Is there anything you want to add or?
Package. Yeah. Sorry, I did have it here. Yeah. Okay, should be this one. So with the package overall, it depends on the style, but one style is more sort of telling your story, and also promoting your product at the end of it. So similar to that, the one that was on Log Hollow one. Yeah, Hollow Log. So that sort of more of an interview style footage. Martin, like everyone else, wasn't comfortable in front of the camera, but it's just a quick intro of who you are, and then after that, it's more just nothing more of your face. So it's a very, very quick, 5 seconds of yourself, and then after that, it's all just footage of doing whatever you're doing. There's B-roll footage, which is additional footage thrown in. So that could be drone footage, could be footage of, like in cutting the logs or ones at the markets and things like that. So that's included. The voiceover is included. And the final product's presented in standard definition for your for your website or Facebook, and it can be given to you in high definition for YouTube as well. So the only other thing which isn't part of that package, it's about $30 extra, is the captions. You may see them on the bottom of people's videos. It drives some people crazy, but the idea of the captions is if you're standing there speaking like I am now, and you have the captions underneath, the subtitles written underneath, people can see what you're saying, and 85% of people listen to Facebook video. They don't listen to Facebook videos. They've got the sound turned off, but as soon as they see you talking and they have the caption written underneath, they'll turn the sound on, or at least read the captions. So it really increases the chances of people watching the whole video right through. So as I said, that's not included in the $4.95 package, but it is only an extra $30 for that, and it's a bit of a I find it essential to keep people watching the video overall, especially if it's more like an interview style video. So yeah, so that's all part of the package.
I can
yeah.
Any more? Sorry.
No, that's sorry. Yeah, that's it.
I can teach you how to do captions for free on YouTube and Facebook. They have captions for free, and it's actually pretty good. And you can go in and edit the captions as well. Yeah. That's an option as well. Okay, that's it. I think we have. Do we have any more questions? I think, is that it? Eyesight be right into the camera or sideways? Okay, that depends on your storyboard and what you're trying to capture. If you're doing interview style, most of the time it's, I prefer not directly on the camera if possible, depending on what you're trying to shoot.
Yeah,
okay,
that's true. If it's
are there any more questions? If not, then we can close.
Not a question,
Yep.
just a statement. I want to, on behalf of everyone, I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of everyone, for Lee and Veronica and Stuart, thanks for giving up your time and energy and your knowledge to share with us tonight for free. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome. Yes. All right, so I'll turn off the recording.